We will be doing in today's video a full face of e.l.f. cosmetics. So if ever you want to know what products that I used and how I did this beautiful soft glam, then continue watching and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified every time that I post a video. So let's get into this little makeup tutorial in right away. Hello beauties! Today, and you asked for it, will be a full face of e.l.f. cosmetics. And I'm so excited to do this because e.l.f. cosmetics, again, is so inexpensive and their products are just getting better and better in quality. I'm gonna be using everything that I have today on my face and we will go through it together. So just grab your makeup and just get ready with me. We'll start right now with the primer because it is really important to prime under your makeup to make sure that your makeup will last all day long. And I'm going to be using two products today to prime. I'm going to be using for the first time ever the post-workout cool down e.l.f. active spray, which you can wear under or over makeup. So I'm going to be trying this out right now. First product, never tried it. I received this when I was actually ordering my e.l.f. products, and you know, you could choose like a gift in your after XYZ amount of money that you spend, and I decided to choose this because I wanted to try their mists, and I mean, I like the packaging. It's cute, sleek, everything, inexpensive. I think it's $8. So that looks good. Okay. To prep the face a little bit before we apply the primer. It feels nice. This is really to hydrate your skin. It's gonna really hydrate your skin. Refreshing facial mist nourishes the skin with replenishing ingredients and it helps you cool down after post-workout, which it's true. It actually feels kind of cooling down and it looks good. I mean, and if you put a lot, it leaves kind of like a sticky feeling on the skin. So we're gonna try this after makeup as well. So I'm gonna leave it on the side and we'll pass to the next step, which will be the e.l.f. Retro Paradise Primer Glow Oil, which I reviewed this in my Retro Paradise collection review and I really liked it. So I'm just gonna be applying 2 drops on my face on top of this, and the smell was just so yummy. It gets in the skin very well. It doesn't leave like a matte finish. It gets really well into the skin and it just, you have to give it time a little bit, but it gets into the skin, leaves like a nice glowy finish, but not in an oily way, which to me, like, I never thought I would like an oil as a primer, but I'm telling you, this thing works, which, oh my God, $10 for a primer. I mean, come on. I like to bring it up all the way to my eyes as well, because my eyes sometimes they get a little dry. So we will jump into the actual makeup application now that our face is prepped and primed. We will get into this e.l.f. foundation, the Flawless Finish Foundation in the shade Natural, and we'll just apply it on our little palette. 2 pumps is enough for my face. I really have a small face, so I don't really need a lot. And using my little brush, I'm gonna be applying it on my skin right on top of that primer, which gonna leave me with such a nice glow, especially with this foundation since it looks so natural. So this is like best combination ever, literally. All right, so this is very much blended. It looks really nice. Of course, I have a little bit of acne peeking through because I didn't color correct. Totally normal, but this foundation is really full coverage and it looks really good. I love it. It's literally my favorite foundation ever. And I tried high-end foundation and this one is high on my list, really high. I'm gonna be contouring actually with concealer with this HD lifting concealer from e.l.f. and it actually really works. That's what we're gonna use today because I don't really have any bronzing powder or anything, so we're gonna use this, set it, and it's gonna look really good. And then we add as we go. I don't like to put too much at first because sometimes it can be like too much. And I'm telling you, for $1, it does work really well. It blends well into the foundation, sometimes way too much like you see, and I do have to add a little bit more and I go back and forth with it, which is normal. I like to spend a lot of time on my foundation. I want really nice skin, which as you can see, I didn't have nice skin. My skin is so full of a lot of things. All right, so I'm all bronzed up with concealer, even though it sounds really weird. But now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be applying some highlight with concealer. So I'm gonna be using the 16-hour e.l.f. Camo Concealer, which really good, by the way, again. And we're just blending the beautiful concealer first here to cut the face. And then I make sure to blend the contour and the concealer together so it doesn't bring my face down too much. I still want my face to be lifted and amazing. I use a little buffer and I'm just gonna be putting some in between my eyebrows to highlight this part and then bringing it up as well as on the side. All right, so what do you think so far of my face? I think it looks pretty nice, and I'm not gonna put a lot of like these products, especially the concealer, the 16-hour one, because it's really thick, has full coverage, and I don't want it to go dark too much. So I'm gonna be setting the face right now, and I'm gonna be using this powder, which I absolutely love. Tried it in my live also yesterday, and this is a powder for the under eyes, but I will be using it for my entire face since I don't have another powder. So that's what's good about this is, yes, it's an under eye powder, but you can use it for the rest of your face as well. It's matte, smooths everything out, very comfortable on the skin. I don't know if it's the same formulation as, oh my god, my cat is playing into the box in the back. Just a second. Nah. So I'm just setting it. Can you see? It's not the time to play. I'm trying to do my video. So sorry about this. I hope I didn't change colors. Yeah, so anyways, this powder, really good. I would love if this was a full face powder. I'm telling you, this lasts all day. I kept it for a while and it was really good. If you need travel mini size powder, this one is gonna do the trick for you. And I still have some contour, very softly, more like a natural type of look. And if you felt like you had too much powder on your face, well, this will make your skin looks like skin again, and it's a powder. Everything is set, and now we will be applying a little bit of blush, and we will get to the e.l.f. Primer Infused Blush, which has a little bit of shimmer in there. It looks really pretty. It looks more yellow kind of on the camera, but this Primer Infused Blush, this blush, you really need to be careful because there's some pigment in there. So you really have to like put like the lightest amount possible on your brush. So you go like dip the tiniest bit and then you go in and you go so softly, because I'm telling you, this will put a patch of blush on your face. Blush is still my favorite thing in the world with highlight. And if you think it's too harsh or there's a line that is too harsh, you can always take back your setting powder that you used and then you blend the edges out with the powder. But I'm not gonna do that today because another trick is to put some highlight there, and it's really gonna soften everything up. And I really like this one, which is the e.l.f. pressed highlighter, and this is really good. It was like $1 on sale, and I'm telling you, this thing is so freaking cute. The pearls on there are so fine and beautiful. It melts into your skin. You wanted something natural, that will be the highlight that you want. This is the one. This is the one that you need. Skin looks amazing. And then what we're gonna do now is the brows, and I don't really have any brow products or anything, so we're gonna go for a DIY type of brow. So if you have these products, it might work for you depending on your hair type, your hair color and everything, but that's what it is. So we're gonna go with a little spoolie and we will brush up the brows, which is really important for this step. You want to have your brows clean. I'm gonna take a little brush and then brush them up and clean the brows at the same time with any excess foundation that I would have on my eyebrows. So I want them clean. They look pretty clean right now. They look good. And one trick is to take the eyeshadow palette. So I'm gonna take the e.l.f. Retro Paradise eyeshadow palette, and then you look at what would look the closest to your eyebrow. So I do have a more cooler tone type of brow, so I think the shade that would fit me best would be Cocoa, that is here, because this one would be too yellow or greenish yellow for my eyes. So I would go with the shade Cocoa, that is this one right here. And the trick with this is you want to take the other end of the spoolie brush and you want to do strokes on your eyebrows. And to be as the most precise as possible, because I already did my face and I wouldn't want this to go the wrong way. So we're just gonna place that shade right there. As you can see, it's filling up pretty nicely. This shade is really like my perfect match for my hair. Sometimes the only thing you need is eyeshadow, literally, for a lot of things. Blush, highlight, brows. Before we continue to the other brow, I have another trick, which since my hair is very dark, I'm gonna be using this little e.l.f. liquid liner, which is more gray than black. Okay, so this one has less pigment, so I use this to do brush strokes. So if you have the same type of hair as me, gonna work pretty well. Just create brush stroke just to sharpen up the edges, especially in the front brow area if you have some problems there, if you don't have any hair. The eyebrows are done. They don't really look that bad, honestly. To be honest, they look pretty good. This DIY went way better than I expected, especially that my eyebrows are so dark, so there's a lot of room for a lot of mistakes. I might have done a little bit too dark in here in the inner corner, but this shade is really good. So if you have brows or dark hair like mine, especially in your eyebrows, coconut would definitely be a shade for you. It looks really good. And if you don't have brow products and you want to get into it, even like a liquid liner that would be brown, 24-hour waterproof would be smudge proof, wouldn't go anywhere, and it would be really good. Doesn't mean it needs to be written on it brow product for you to use it. You can use a liquid liner for your eyebrows, you can use eyeshadow for your eyebrows, you can use a lot of different things for your eyebrows. And I want to share with you like some tips and tricks with this, you know, like this is amazing. Now that this is done, the highlight is done, we need to go to the eye, of course. So what I'm gonna do is I will be applying a little bit of the 16-hour e.l.f. Camo Concealer on my eye. Just a tiny bit. The reason is this has moisture in it, and usually I don't recommend using your concealer because it does bring more oil on your eyes, and that means it's going to break down the eyeshadow. But I do need to cancel out the redness that I have on my eyes so it looks literally the same as my skin tone for the eyeshadow application, or you want to have it lighter even. So as you can see, it's more yellow now compared to the other one. And for this particular step, I will be setting it right away with the powder that we used all over the face. So the under eye powder, just to make sure that the oils don't pass through and that the eyeshadow will just be better on my eyes. This is cute. This is cute. We're gonna do something very natural today. I don't feel like going extra overboard for the eyeshadows, so I think I'm gonna go only into the shade like Sandy Bum, and then I'll take a shimmer, maybe Fortuna. These shimmers are just really pretty, to be honest, and I'm excited to play with them again. This is one of my favorite palettes. I'm saying this for every single thing that I literally do, but it's true. e.l.f. is such a good brand now. I feel like I only want to have e.l.f. and every time they have like a release, it's always so fun, and they create so many good products that you're like, okay, I need this in my life right about now. And I take another brush and I take the shade Canvas, which is that little light shade, and this I'm just gonna be applying on the side and then softening it up the edges just to make sure that everything is very blended, pretty, in that it's not too dark, especially on my eyes. I don't want anything too dark, any, you know, harsh edges. I don't want this to happen. And we will apply it on here, the lid. And the next shade we will be applying is the shade Paraiso, which is that really gold with some red tones in it. It's a red golden shade, and I feel like just putting this softly on the lid will really enhance the eye. It's always pretty to have a little bit of shimmer there, and a little bit, which means I'm pressing it and then I'm just blending it with my finger on my eye, bringing it in the matte shades, and then it just gives like a slight luminosity to the eye, but not in a packed way, like not too much. Trick is you can take a fluffy brush, go into that shade, and then you can really blend this out, bring it upwards, and then upwards here. Very, very natural way. As you can see the shimmers, but not too much, which this is my objective right now. And taking the shade Sandy Bum again, I'm gonna be applying a little bit under the lower lash line at the outer corner, so everything is connected and lifted. So you connect it and then you bring it upwards where you placed the shadow already, and it's just gonna connect in a very natural way, and it's gonna lift the eye more than what you already did previously. So that is the eye look for today. You need 2 shades, 3 shades max, and then you can create a really beautiful eye look. And now what we'll do is we will do the lips very, very carefully. And I have the Retro Paradise little lip liners, and I feel like I want to go into the very light one, which has more pink in it. There's not really any color name to it. So this one is the lightest one, the pink, and we're just gonna enhance the lips with this. And I will take the one that is a little bit lighter, darker, I mean, in the middle. So this is the middle shade, and I will be contouring my lips with this. So I'm gonna be putting it at the high points of my lips. So here on the inner corner, and then a little bit at the top to make sure that everything is look more plumped. That looks pretty nice. So this is a mix of like a neutral brown with a more beige type of brown with some pink undertones. And tell me what you think. I think it looks pretty good. And we need to apply a little bit of the gloss to make sure that everything goes well together. So this is the e.l.f. Retro Paradise gloss. It looks really nice, and it's gonna hydrate our lips as well. I just put a light layer to add some shine, some plump, and this is the combination. The only thing I don't have from e.l.f. is a mascara. So I'm really sorry. I don't have a mascara. So I'm going to be applying my mascara real quick, and then I will be right back for the setting spray. It's my full face of makeup from e.l.f. is done. Oh my god. But I want to put a little bit more highlight, especially maybe in the inner corner and on the side, because I feel like there's not enough, even though it looks like I have a lot. But I want more. I want this full face of e.l.f. to be looking amazing. So I'm just putting a little bit right here while the mascara is drying off. And if ever you want to know which mascara I use, it's going to be listed down below with all the products that I used. So if you missed something or you really want to see what written down what I used, then it's going to be all down below. And then now I'm putting the highlight in the inner corner, and as you can see, it's really a cute soft highlighter. Like, you need this in your life for $1. And it is time for the spritz of the e.l.f. Active Post-Workout Cool Down Mist. Okay, I'm gonna be far for this one because I don't want to mess up anything that I just did. And you know what I like about this? The smell. One, it's really, I like the smell. And the mist is so fine. It goes everywhere, and it's refreshing. It's really refreshing. This full face of makeup looks, I'm kind of feeling myself today. Alright, so this is my full face of makeup with e.l.f. Cosmetics. So tell me down below what you think about this full face of makeup. Do you like what I did? Do you want me to do a full face of makeup but be more crazy, more natural? Tell me down below also which next makeup look you want me to do. And it's gonna be super amazing. I really enjoy doing this full face of e.l.f. It is nice to know how well the products work together, and this product worked all amazing together. Let me tell you, it's not expensive. It's so inexpensive. You can have a beautiful full soft glam of makeup with one brand and look amazing. So this is the look that I came up with. I really hope that you enjoy it. I feel like it's such a soft makeup look and it looks absolutely stunning. It enhances natural beauty, and girl, these products are bomb, okay? The only product that I don't recommend is maybe the e.l.f. liner. This was $2 and I don't think it's worth it. I just want to tell you now, it was a little DIY, and yes, it gave me the opportunity to have sharper, more beautiful brows, but if you look up close, there's some color disparities in between it. It's just on camera now, it doesn't look as bad, I would say, but that's what it is. So I really hope that you enjoyed it, and that's what it is. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment down below, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to see all those awesome videos. So I post 5 videos a week, Monday through Friday, and if you don't want to miss any videos, again, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell, and you'll be notified every single time that I post one. So I really love you, beauties, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, beauties.